Alright, so what's up guys? I'm just throwing up this video quick to give you my thoughts and opinions on Bless Online, the new MMORPG that just dropped into 2-day early access for anyone who bought a Founders Pack as of yesterday, and will release to the public for anyone who bought the regular edition as of tomorrow, May 30th. So, as you can clearly see, this is Guild Wars 2, and not Bless Online, and you will figure out pretty much throughout the video why I don't have any Bless Online footage for you. So let's just get into it. Let's first talk about the hype. I was beyond fucking hype for this game. I learned about this game maybe 5 days before it came out, and from the moment I knew about it, I was on the fucking hype train. I was just ready to fucking throw my money at the fucking game as soon as it released. I was ready to go. So, came out yesterday. If you bought the Founders Pack, dropped 40 bucks on it, bought the cheapest Founder Pack, and was trying to jump in. Well, sadly, I had to leave for most of the day. Came back, finally got it, bought, downloaded, log in, all that. 10 minutes after logging in, I got 10 minutes with the game, and they had to shut down the servers for about an hour, which wasn't a good start, but you know, MMORPGs, big games, usually always have server bugs, so that didn't bother me too much. So it went down for about an hour, came back up, got into it for about 2 hours. So let's start off with the character creator. So there's 4 classes. Your basic human, sea elves, which is basically elves. I don't remember the name of the cat people, but they're your basic cat race. Every MMO seems to have a fucking cat race these days. And then there's a little humanoid race that I don't remember the name of because I didn't really give a rat's ass about them. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, this is all just off the cuff, not pre-recorded, no scripts. It's gonna be a little rough. So anyways, the character creator in and of itself is pretty good. 4 classes, or the 4 races. Pretty good character customization. I'd probably say it was one of my favorites, actually. I thought it was pretty good. I've played a lot of MMOs, and I'd say it's one of the better ones. So let's talk about classes. So, at launch there were only 5 classes. You got your warrior, which is just like your basic warrior, tank, sword and shield, sword and board kind of class. So then you got your Berserker, which is your big 2-handed melee DPS class. Then you've got your Ranger, basic archer. Then you got a Mage, pretty basic as well. And then you got the Paladin. So, you know, and then there are, I believe, 3 classes, or at least I only remember 3 classes, that weren't unlocked yet. The basically Rogue class, it could have been called Assassin 3 for Rogue, but it's your basic Rogue class. Your Necromancer class, or it's technically Warlock. Your Warlock, which I kind of wanted to play, but whatever. And then, I don't remember what the other was called, Mystic. From what I heard, it was going to be another healer class, but whatever. So you got the 8 classes. So now let's jump into combat. So, combat. This is where I really started to, this is where my hype really fell off. So, I heard that they really talked up the combat. And man, did I not like the combat. Ooh. I've played a lot of MMOs. I've played WoW. I've played this a little bit before now. And I'll tell you, just with this one ability, I'm already liking this combat more than the other one. I played Star Wars, I played Elder Scrolls, I've played Terra, RuneScape. So I've played a lot of MMOs. Definitely the worst combat system I've ever seen. I've played Black Desert too. But yeah, Bless Online's combat system, terrible. No part of me was a fan. So basically what would happen, you had 3 technical skill spots that were actually for like damage dealing abilities, and then you had 4, 5, 6, 7, so like 4 or 5 of kind of like side abilities. They were like cooldown reduction, mana gain, like shields and kind of stuff like that. So basically what would happen is in the combat you would pop an ability, and then it was like a combo system. So you'd pop an ability, and then a prompt would come up on your screen that would show you the abilities that you could then hit after hitting that one. You'd press R or T to use the whichever ability you wanted. In practice, that sounds cool, but in reality, it wasn't that good to me. Oh, this guy wants to chat. Hey, man. What's up? Oh, no, don't leave. bastard. Alright, anyways. So it sounds good in practice, but it's actually just, it wasn't good. No part of me enjoyed it. So I played the Paladin first. And the Paladin in that game just really, it just didn't feel like it knew what it wanted to be. It just felt like, yeah, just the abilities just didn't really feel good. Nothing about the class felt great. The two-handed melee class, the Berserker, felt a little better, but not by much. The combat in itself just feels a little stiff, a little floaty, and there also seemed to just be a little bit of a delay after pressing combos. It was alright. Yeah, actually, I don't know why I said that. Again, this is rough, so I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't the best. It wasn't good. So, combat aside, what else about the game did I not really enjoy? So, the performance of the game in and of itself was, it wasn't terrible for me when I actually managed to get in. We'll get to that in a second. But the performance to me wasn't terrible. I mean, it was a bit laggy, a little bit of a rubber banding, but nothing horrible. But I heard some stories about some pretty bad rubber banding, like 5 to 10 frames per second. It never really got that bad for me, but I've heard that for some people it was pretty bad. So performance in and of itself, not great. The first day they had to take the servers down for maintenance twice, which again isn't, you know, a big deal in and of itself, but you know, it's just a little bit of an inconvenience. So let's go on to the looks next. So it didn't look great. I mean, it was okay. It would have looked great maybe a couple years ago, but now it looks a little bit outdated. I'll tell you right now that this game looks hella better than Bless Online. It looks way better. So much better in terms of graphics than Bless. It just seemed a little old, a little outdated. Not really great in that department either. Let me see. What else? Is there anything else? Well, I'll save the main reason why I don't have footage for later. Let's talk about some things I did like. Again, the character creator was pretty good. It was really nice. I really liked the character creator. Another good aspect was any beast you found in the world, any monster, could be tameable. So, bigger beasts or monsters, you could tame them and use them as mounts. Or you could tame them and use them as companions, which in and of itself is pretty cool. I got, like, 2 pretty cool companions and a pretty nice looking mount. It's a pretty nice system, actually. I really kind of wish that was in other games, because that is a really neat system in and of itself. Damn, but besides that, those 2 things, man, I can't really say there was anything else I liked about it. You have your basic, like, fly point type places, yeah, you got your basic, it just lets you fly around the map instead of, like, preset pass, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, yeah, besides the mount, companion system, and the character creator, I thought it, yeah, I think those were really the only 2 good parts about it as far as I was concerned. So let's talk about the reason why I don't have any footage of the game and why you're seeing this instead. So on the first night, I didn't think I needed footage because, you know, today, when I'm recording this, I was going to play a lot of the game and I was going to record some footage then. So last night, for my 2 hours of playing, I didn't think I needed to record, so I went to bed because I had some stuff I needed to do, wanted to get up early. So I had a job interview about 10 a.m. this morning. I got up at about 7:30 to try and play this game. So I started up, and it gets to like the loading page to actually connect me into the server and get me to the character creator. So I go off, and I'm like, alright, this will be up soon. So I go take a quick shower. Well, by quick, I mean it was like a 15-minute shower. So about 15 minutes later, it's still on the screen, so I'm like, alright, I'll go eat. So it took me about 10 minutes to eat, because I did a bunch of dicking around instead of actually making food. I came back, still wasn't loaded, so I gave it about 15 minutes, and then after that, I was like, alright, I'll restart it. So I restarted my computer as a whole, because I thought maybe my computer's just being a dick. So I restarted my whole computer, gave it about another 40 minutes, and it still wouldn't load in. It still wouldn't get me to the character select screen, character creator screen, so I couldn't get in, couldn't play, so I was like, alright, I guess I'm just going to have to do this after my interview. So I'm sitting in my interview, I'm really excited to get back home, play my new game, and so I get out of the interview, come home, start it up the moment I come home, And this time I gave it about 40 minutes. Again, around 40 minutes. Still didn't load in, so I told myself, alright, I'm going to give this thing an hour. So I restarted my PC again, and started to try and load the game in once more. An hour in, I was still on the loading screen, and yeah, like it wouldn't get me to the character creator. I couldn't do anything. I was just stuck there. So I went and filled out. I went and filled out a fucking refund form, and not even 2 or 3 hours later, I got my $40 back, and that was my experience with Bless Online, guys. Not good. I definitely do not recommend buying the game. Do not buy it. It is not, at least not right now. Maybe if they fix some of the performance problems, because apparently I wasn't the only person having problems logging in, but I wasn't going to put up with that shit. So once they fix that, the server problems, if it's on discount, maybe give it a look, because it's buy to play, so it's whatever. But definitely do not buy it for full price. Don't do it. It's like $30 for the base. Don't do it. Please don't do it. It's just not worth it. So yeah, that just about wraps up the video, guys. So it's my first time doing one of these, and I actually kind of liked it. It's different from the kind of just playthrough kind of series, and I really kind of like it. It's a nice change of pace, and I like just being able to give my opinion on things. So maybe I'll keep doing more videos like this. I don't know. I don't really know what the next one would be about, but I like these, so maybe I'll come up with some more stuff to do videos like this on. And if you guys like the content, and I'm more than happy to do more, so it's kind of up to you guys, if you want me to be honest. If you guys like it, I'll definitely do more. If not, I can just keep it the Let's Plays. It's really whatever. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I was helpful. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.